Houston Rockets coach Mike D'Antoni was asked if this was a classic Spurs win after they eliminated his Rockets squad in Game 6.
Well, they're good. I mean, they're well coached and they play. And you know, again, you lose Kawhi Leonard. I don't know if that psychologically our juices went down a little bit, but you know, you got Aldridge and Gasol. You got two All-Stars out there still. So it's, you know, it was a battle, and obviously the fifth game hurt us by not winning that one, put us where it was. But you know, I don't have any reasons for why it happens other than, you know, like I said, I'm proud of them. We'll look at it. We'll try to figure it out and try to get better.
This was D'Antoni's 7th postseason appearance. He is 0-5 in playoff series against Greg Popovich and the Spurs. Has never even gone to a Game 7, Tim. How remarkable is that? When you talk about a coach having another coach's number.
Yeah, I got a chance to hang out a lot with Mike D'Antoni's brother, who's the head coach of Marshall University, Dan D'Antoni. And he really opened up to me and kind of talked to me about his brother and the success and lack thereof against a guy like Greg Popovich. And what he pointed to, and I kind of heard it there in the soundbite, because he pointed out Gasol, who's no longer the player that he once was, and LaMarcus Aldridge, who's been an all-star before. I think what he's trying to say is, what all-stars do I have?
Harden.
Besides Harden, who's obviously the granted, the given. And then when you look back on those great Suns teams, right? Steve Nash was an MVP. Steve Nash was given up on by the Dallas Mavericks.
Yep.
Morris Stoudemire was a guy drafted out of high school. And the rest of that team, nice players. When you look at the Spurs all time and you go back through their roster, you're talking about 4 or 5 Hall of Famers. You know, maybe Steve Nash gets in, maybe Harden when it's all said and done. But this is a collective team. Now, if you went roster by roster, fully healthy, I think the Spurs have a much better team. Now, in this particular game, with no Tony Parker, no Kawhi Leonard, a little bit more balanced. But he can't really explain it. There's nothing more to say. I think they left their heart in San Antonio when they lost Game 5. A game, CT.
That you had.
I mean, that's silver platter. Right. Yep. Kawhi doesn't play it 4th, doesn't play it overtime. You win that game, now you're coming home for Game 6 to close it out.
We talk about, you know, taking the wind out of your sails, you know, an emotional loss. But does this fall on the coach? You know, we place blame on somewhere. We try to point the finger. Is this on Harden, who did not take a single shot in the first quarter? Is this on D'Antoni for not pressing the right buttons? As a coach, you have to get the team motivated. Your season is on the line. Where do we point the finger?
Yes. Yes.
On who?
And I want to add one more to it. Not only the coach, not only James Harden, I want to add it to the fans. Because I'll tell you this right now. If you haven't seen it, check out 120 Sports Twitter feed. They show you the start of the game when the arena's half full. It's not that. It's with 7 minutes to go in layup lines when you look up and it's 20% full.
Okay.
And you go, what's going on here? Like, you want to feed off that crowd. You ever watch the Warriors? They feed off that crowd.
Oracle is going crazy.
Russell Westbrook, he feeds off that crowd.
Yep.
You're playing in a closeout situation where you're the home team and your season's on the line.
Yep.
And nobody is there. And they came out flat in the first quarter, and this game really wasn't competitive. I blame the fans.
Wow.
The fans deserve a chunk. Are they the reason why? No. But I think they're a portion of why they came out and they were so flat. There was no energy there. James Harden only took 2 shots in the first half. The fans had something to do with this game.
Fans, coach, Harden, a lot of blame to go around. The Rockets won 55 games in the regular season, but their season is over in the Western Conference semifinals. 120 Sports, we have all your updates. We're always on demand.